Now, via Skype. Oh, and we should remind you, too, you can call us at 1-877-NEWSMAX. That's 1-877-639-7629. And now, without any further ado, via Skype, YouTube sensations Diamond and Silk are here. Ladies, you always have a smile on your faces, but your smile is extra broad tonight. What was the best part of the debate for you ladies?
Honey, when he told her that when he becomes president, he's going to have her reinvestigated.
That's right.
So hopefully we will be having her locked up.
That's right.
I loved it. I loved it. He did a phenomenal job. He didn't waver. He didn't back down. He called her out on her stuff and then pivoted back to the issue.
That's right.
I loved it. He did a phenomenal job tonight.
Well, ladies, we've got people calling in at 1-877-NEWSMAX. That's 1-877-639-7629. From Franklin Square, New York, Anthony is on the line to give us his perspective. Hi, Anthony.
How you doing?
Okay.
I'm glad that what he did. I think he let her have it really good. I'm glad he brought up Bill Clinton, what he did while he was in office, while he was the president of this country. Okay. I'm tired of them picking on him for the things that he did as a regular person. He's a regular person, not a politician. He's not that fake smile, that fake handshake that doesn't mean anything. He's just a regular guy doing his thing. And what he said 11 years ago, they keep on bringing up stuff that he said so many years ago as a regular person, nothing that has to do with politics or anything like that. And yet our president, Bill Clinton, did what he did while he was in office, and nobody brought that up but him, which was great. I'm glad he let her have it tonight. She deserved what she got, and I hope he has more for her in store for the next time around.
All right, Anthony, we appreciate the call from Franklin Square, New York. Ladies, your quick response to Anthony, because more calls we want to get to. Did you agree? Was Hillary rocked back by the ferocity and the detail that Mr. Trump offered tonight?
Well, I tell you what. Donald Trump got her straight.
Yes.
And that caller is right. That's in his past.
Yes.
I'm not concerned about what Donald Trump has said. We're concerned about what Hillary Clinton has done.
That's right.
That's what we're concerned
about.
All right, ladies, let's go now to Detroit, Michigan, where Mike is on the line. So we've got Mike from Motown. Mike, thanks very much for calling in to our post-debate special. What's on your mind?
Well, Hillary Clinton kept saying that Donald Trump never apologizes for anything he says or done. I'm just wondering if she ever apologized to the families of the people that died in Benghazi.
All right, we appreciate that point, Mike. And ladies, you'll be pleased to know that we're joined by someone else who has had some experience in politics and knows quite a bit about Donald Trump. The former Lieutenant Governor of New York, Betsy McCaughey, is here. Betsy, thank you for joining us by Skype. We want you to listen. I think we have time, less than 2 minutes, but let's listen to what Donald Trump had to say about Hillary's support for Obamacare, and then Betsy will get your response.
Hillary Clinton has been after this for years. Obamacare was the first step. Obamacare is a total disaster. And not only are your rates going up by numbers that nobody's ever believed, but your deductibles are going up.
So what about that? Betsy, you're our healthcare expert.
Right. That's so right. And you can take this one to the bank. I guarantee you, on day one as president, Donald Trump will suspend that ridiculous penalty. It's $1,000 a person this year on average. $2,000 for a family for not buying Obamacare. Here's the stunner. More people are incurring the penalty than have actually signed up for Obamacare because, as Donald Trump pointed out in the debate tonight, it is such a bad deal.
And of course, Betsy, you're one of the people who read the huge Obamacare bill, just as a few years back, you're the one who sat down and read all the Hillary Care stuff. Does it redound to should he have taken it a step further, saying, Hillary, you're really the mom of Obamacare? 10 seconds, should he have hit her with that? 10 seconds, please.
Well, he could have, but I don't think he'd ever like to apply such a lovely word as mom to Hillary Clinton.
All right, fair enough. Betsy McCaughey, we want you to stay right there. Diamond and Silk, you stay there too, and you stay right where you are, but pick up the phone and give us a call at 1-877-NEWSMAX. That's 1-877-639-7629. Our presidential debate coverage continues right after this. Welcome back to our coverage of tonight's presidential debate. Let's bring back our panel. First, the former Lieutenant Governor of New York, Betsy McCaughey, and via Skype, YouTube sensations Diamond and Silk. Ladies, we've got a couple of calls. We always love to hear from our viewers, so we'll hear from them and then get your reaction. First, to Central Falls, Rhode Island, for Sandra. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well. What did you think of tonight's debate?
I think he kicked her butt. You know, I know he's trying to reach out to the white, educated women in this country. Well, I'm one of those women, and I have always supported Donald Trump because I feel I'm intelligent enough to see where this country is going and know we need a change.
Thanks very much, Sandra. Betsy McCaughey, speaking of educated ladies, you've got your PhD. Sandra, boy, that's got to be music to the Trump campaign's ears.
Well, I'm smiling right along with Sandra tonight. He did kick her butt, and I think most Americans were especially happy when he said when he's president, he will appoint a special prosecutor to look into what she's done. He was able to underscore in this debate Hillary's major liability. He went after her again, and again for being a liar, for being corrupt, for exploiting public service for personal gain. That is the Hillary Clinton story.
All right, let's go back to the phones at 1-877-Newsmax, 1-877-639-7629 to Wappinger Falls, New York for Robert. Hi, Robert.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Doing fine.
It's a breath of fresh air, your channel.
Great.
You see that there's no bias in it, and it speaks right in the middle and just reports the news. With the way the news has been going after Donald Trump, it's incredible. It's so wrong. They don't give the man a break. Hillary Clinton, I thought, lost tremendously tonight, and she was exposed, which should have happened. And I think the American people are aware of the media being so biased.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Like I said, I'm very happy with your channel, Newsmax, and I'm going to continue to watch it because it's one of the rare channels, like Fox also, not as much as you, but reports the news accurately, and you're a great commentator.
Well, thank you,
And
Robert.
I've
Just
been
keep
to Falls many times.
good, because you were the Lieutenant Governor of New York.
That's
Thanks,
right.
Betsy, and thank
Hello,
you, Robert,
Wappinger Falls.
for all the good things. Let's turn to Diamond and Silk. They may not be New Yorkers, but they're joining us via Skype from North Carolina. Hopefully all the rain from Hurricane Matthew is gone. And ladies, what we are hearing from the callers was even though this debate took place in the evening, it is a big dose of sunshine for Donald Trump's campaign. About a minute to you ladies for your comments.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. With all of the media biases and everything that they try, Hillary Clinton don't have policy. So what she do is she spend all that donor money trying to dig up a tax on dirt on Donald Trump. You know, it's so sad. Ever since this man has been in the race, they've been railroading him. But you know what? Donald Trump supporters, with who they call the basket of deplorables, is behind him. We're standing for him. Yes. We're going to be voting for him, and he is going to be the next president of the United States. And we want people to come out and vote for him.
That's right.
What was that? I've seen shirts that say adorable deplorables, and I would say it's unanimous for all three of you ladies. You're certainly adorable. I would never dream of calling you deplorable. Betsy McCaughey, just last word to you, because you've held public office. Donald Trump is a newcomer to politics. Sometimes people say, you know, he doesn't exactly say it. It doesn't come out right, but I know what he means. Is there a Trump phenomenon?
And by the way, when you see all those Republican office holders who renounced their endorsements of Donald Trump, good riddance to all of them. They were never really with him to begin with. He's an outsider running against the establishment, and they were waiting like rats running off the boat, right? They were just waiting for a moment to get away from him. So that is no loss at all.
All right, ladies, the only thing we're at a loss for is time. That four-letter word, we're about out of it. Our thanks to all of you. Now, a reminder to you at home. We want you to let us know who won the debate. and you can do so by logging on and responding at newsmaxpolls.com. That's newsmaxpolls.com. Tomorrow, the day after this second debate, we'll talk about it on America Talks Live, Hour 2 at 1 p.m. Eastern. See you then.